Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Eala refocuses on Wimbledon after Eastbourne finals. London, Eala has arrived at Wimbledon just a day after her historic finals appearance at Eastbourne. Like a true professional and warrior, Eala has quickly shifted her focus to her upcoming first-round match at the third Grand Slam of 2025. Eala made the 2-hour drive from Eastbourne to Wimbledon late Saturday evening, accompanied by her parents Mike and Riza, along with her coaches Joan Bosch, Luc Bauza, and Sandro Villene from the Rafa Nadal Academy. On Sunday, just hours after arriving, Alex went straight to a media conference at the Wimbledon grounds. Eala is one of the most requested players by the international press at this year's championships. Super excited. I'm always in awe when I come here, Eala told the gathered media. It's my first time in the main draw, so I'm exploring the grounds and getting a feel for the place. It's amazing, she added. Eala faces a massive challenge in the first round, going up against 2024 Wimbledon defending champion Barbara Krejcikova. The Czech star is also a former French Open champion, 2021, with 8 WTA singles titles to her name, and is currently ranked number 17 in the world. I'm going up against the defending champion, excited to see how that turns out, said a calm and composed Eala. I haven't thought about strategy yet. I just finished the Eastbourne tournament yesterday, so I'm turning a new page. I'll start preparations today. What's important is how I'm going to perform. Eala is expected to play her opening match on the iconic center court on Tuesday, another milestone in her career. It's a privilege to play on center court. That is the court to be on. Wimbledon is my favorite slam, Eala shared. When I had big dreams as a young girl, they were always on that court. So I'm living the dream. Last year, Eala reached the third round of qualifying at Wimbledon, where she lost to Lulu Sun, who eventually advanced to the quarterfinals. The grass beneath her feet. The warm wind off the English Channel whipped through the flags above Devonshire Park. It smelled faintly of salt and victory, and Eala stood quietly by the tunnel exit, fingers brushing the handle of her tennis bag, heart still echoing with the rhythm of the final she had just played in Eastbourne. Finalist. Not champion, not this time. But close. Closer than ever. She exhaled slowly, eyes skimming across the grass courts she had grown to understand better this week. Slippery, fast, alive. It had been a journey of learning and adjusting, a tango with the surface she once struggled to tame. But in Eastbourne, something clicked. Her movement was crisper, her forehand sharper. She wasn't just surviving rallies, she was dictating them. Still, the runner-up trophy felt cool and heavy in her hands. A symbol of near triumph. Back in the locker room, with tape unraveling from her knees and sweat drying on her arms, her coach Matteo leaned against the doorframe and gave her a nod. You're ready, he said simply. She knew what he meant. Not just ready for the next match. Ready for Wimbledon. The All England club held a kind of mystique that even the most seasoned players couldn't quite define. For Alex, it wasn't just the history, it was the opportunity. Wimbledon was a portal, a place where new stars were born under overcast skies and center court lights. And this time, she wasn't just another promising name on the draw sheet. She was a contender. As they drove through the winding roads of London toward SW19, Alex stared out the window, thoughts racing faster than the scenery. Despite the result in Eastbourne, her game had grown. The finals match against the world number 7 had gone 3 sets, tight, bruising ones. She had pushed past doubts, past fatigue. The crowd had risen for her. And still, there was more to unlock. Wimbledon demanded it. That evening, she sat in her rented flat, the white walls bare save for a few motivational posts she'd tacked up herself. Play with purpose. Grass gives to those who stay low and stay present. Quiet the noise. She picked up her notebook, a beaten-up moleskine with years of training notes, mindset reminders, and pre-match affirmations. She flipped to a fresh page and wrote at the top, Wimbledon Reset. July 1st, Day 1 Practice. The club was buzzing. Even on the outside courts, you could feel the legacy in the ground. in the way the grass seemed to whisper with every step. Alex pulled her cap lower, trying to stay invisible. Every player was focused, tense. The draw was out. First round, a tricky check wild card with nothing to lose. Play the ball, not the name, Matteo reminded her as they stretched courtside. But what if the name is mine? She said, only half joking. He smiled. Then play for that version of you who first picked up a racket in the Manila sun. She closed her eyes for a second and pictured it. The childhood court, the blistering heat, her Lola in the stands, the smell of bagoong wafting from the neighbor's kitchen. That little girl didn't care about rankings. She just wanted to win. Match day. The first serve was off. Not wildly, but enough to rattle her timing. Her opponent played freely, slicing low and pushing her wide with angles that felt unnatural on grass. Alex dropped the first set 4-6. She could hear the murmurs from the box. Not panicked, but concerned. Between sets, she focused on breathwork, 4 counts in, 6 counts out. She remembered the mantra, adapt, adjust, attack. The second set started better. She shortened her backswing, moved forward more. She started dictating. 2 breaks later, she evened the match. In the third, the wild card cracked. Alex's footwork was precise now, her swing confident. With a final down-the-line backhand winner, she sealed it. 4-6, 6-3, 6-2. The relief was immediate, but the pressure didn't vanish. 1 round down. 6 to go. A shift in momentum. As the tournament progressed, Alex played smarter, not just harder. She spent hours watching replays, studying how grass changed bounce patterns, how players like Barty and Halep had constructed points. In the second and third rounds, she cruised, her serve and volley game clicking like never before. But it wasn't just about the shots. It was about her mindset. For the first time, she wasn't just reacting. She was anticipating. She wasn't intimidated by the crowd, or the tradition, or the ghosts of champions past. She belonged here. By the fourth round, the Filipino media had caught fire. Eala storms into Wimbledon's second week. Pinay pride rises on tennis' greatest stage. She tried not to read them, but she felt them, in her phone notifications, in her family's excited texts, in the rising expectations of fans across the Pacific. You don't owe anyone a fairy tale, Matteo told her the night before the quarterfinal. You just owe them your truth. And what's that? She asked. That you're here because you earned it. Now go earn the next one. The quarterfinals. Center court. The air was dense with history. She faced the number 3 seed, a player with years of grass court dominance. The rallies were brutal, precise, like chess at 120 miles per hour. But Alex held her ground. She took the first set 7-5. In the second, she faltered. 2 double faults and a tight forehand long gave her opponent the edge. The decider was electric. With each game, the crowd tilted toward her, cheering her name between points. Eala! Eala! They chanted, caught in the rhythm of a potential upset. Match point came on her serve. Wide. Backhand pass. Winner. She dropped to her knees, tears streaming. Semi-finals. Wimbledon. But Wimbledon wasn't just a tournament. It was a mirror. And in it, Alex saw every part of her, every hour on the practice courts in Manila, every loss that stung, every win that didn't quite feel enough. Now, here, it felt like all those fragments were being sewn into something whole. She didn't need to win Wimbledon to know she belonged. But she still wanted to. The semi-finals. Under the looming skies of a classic English summer, Alex stood poised. The match began with nerves, both players exchanging breaks early. But the confidence she had gained from Eastbourne was still with her, steadying her hand. She moved like water, played with fire. And though she didn't win, losing in 3 sets to a more experienced opponent, the ovation she received was thunderous. Even in loss, she had arrived.